I want to thank you again for joining us for this very special event. Before we get started, I'd like to thank Town Bank for their sponsorship of this evening's event. Town Bank is represented by Kathy Farabee this evening. She has been a great friend to Virginia Wesleyan and to VWU Athletics, and we are grateful for their continued support of tonight's event. Thank you, Kathy. I'd also like to thank Chesapeake Bay Contractors for their sponsorship of our reception this evening. New trustee Graham Garrington is the president of Chesapeake Bay Contractors, and his wife is a graduate of Virginia Wesleyan. So thank you, Graham. Additionally, I'd like to recognize a few special people in the audience. We are joined by members of our Board of Trustees, John Pruden, our board chair. John? And Nancy DeFord, our vice chair. I'd also like to recognize cabinet members here today. Dr. Susan Larkin, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Okay, so she was also, back in the day, before she wears this boot on her foot, the starting second baseman for a Wheaton College team that was Final Four in the NCAA National Division III. Long time ago. Dr. Keith Moore, Senior Vice President. Mary Ryberg, Vice President for Finance. Heather Campbell, Vice President for Enrollment. Also a former stellar athlete at Virginia Wesleyan back in the day. I think Joanne Wren has a few stories to share about that time, too. Oh, I'm sorry, Joanne. Okay, we'll bring that up later. Kelly Cordova, Chief of Staff. And Andrea Hoover-Erbig, Executive Director of Intercollegiate Athletics. We continue to experience a period of dramatic transformation here at Virginia Wesleyan, and if you'll indulge me for a moment, I'd like to share some exciting updates and announcements. As you know, we have been very busy fulfilling our campus master plan. Friends and supporters like you have made so much possible at Virginia Wesleyan, especially in intercollegiate athletics over the last several years. Town Bank Arena in the Jane P. Batten Student Center. What an amazing facility for men's and women's basketball and also volleyball. Town Bank Park, featuring Kenneth R. Perry Field for baseball, and also the Tom and Betty Broyles Field for softball. The Betty S. Rogers Track and Field Center, Birdsong Field, the Everett Tennis Center, the recent additions of intercollegiate men's volleyball, co-ed cheer, and men's and women's swimming programs, upgrades to locker rooms in the Batten Student Center, the Bonnewell Sports Medicine Center in the Batten Student Center, the Tasso Pafidi Soccer Complex, which encapsulates Foster Field and the Trinder Center, the Jack E. and Bill D. Lingo Fitness Center in the Batten Student Center, and officially opening this season, Watts Fieldhouse for Broyles Field at Town Bank Park. The Fieldhouse will provide locker rooms and restrooms for our three-time national softball champions and their fans. Additionally, Perry Fieldhouse at Perry Field for baseball will be in use this upcoming season. All of these incredible additions and modernizations to our athletic facilities have been made possible from contributions from alumni and friends like you. And for that, we all say thank you. Before we proceed further this evening, I'd like to reflect on the recent passing of former Virginia Wesleyan president and VWU Athletic Hall of Fame inductee, Dr. William T. Billy Greer, Jr. Billy was known for his unbridled passion for Virginia Wesleyan athletics. He earned his place in the Athletic Hall of Fame in 2015, a testament to his unwavering support. During his tenure as president, Virginia Wesleyan achieved remarkable success in the realm of athletics. We celebrated a national championship in men's basketball in 2006, a memorable Final Four appearance by women's soccer in the same year, 29 conference championships, 46 team NCAA appearances, 7 individual NCAA appearances, and honored 51 All-American athletes. Following his retirement in 2015, Billy continued to follow Virginia Wesleyan athletics closely, showing genuine interest in our progress. It's fitting that many of the athletes being inducted tonight played some or all of their collegiate careers during Billy's presidency, and I'm confident he would have taken immense pride in this class of inductees. As we continue with our celebration tonight, let us remember and honor Billy's enduring legacy, his love for Virginia Wesleyan, and his profound impact on our institution. His dedication to our athletic programs and the spirit of sportsmanship he instilled in our community will remain an integral part of our Marlin identity. At this time, I'd like to welcome Andrea Hoover-Erbig, the university's Executive Director of Intercollegiate Athletics, to say a few words. Andrea?
Good evening. Thank you, Dr. Miller, and thank you all for being here. What a fantastic night to celebrate Virginia Wesleyan athletics. I am pleased to be here for this special occasion. Tonight, we welcome the newest class of inductees to the Virginia Wesleyan University Athletics Hall of Fame. It is with great pride that we honor each of these inductees who tell the story of excellence at Virginia Wesleyan and truly represent our university's rich history. Let me take a moment to recognize those who helped make the Athletic Hall of Fame possible. Gary Bonniwell, class of 1979, and his wife, Debbie. Don and Diana Forsyth. Larry and Mary Lou Holgren. Tasso Pafides, class of 1979. Sam Snow, class of 1977. Jason and Christine Williams, 1995 and 1997 respectively. And Bill Willard, class of 1982. I would also like to recognize my colleagues who served on the Athletic Hall of Fame committee for our 2023 inductees. Those who are here today, please stand as your name is called. Tim Bailey, class of 1983 and member of the Board of Trustees. Tyler Costello, VWU Director of Athletic Communications and ex officio. Dr. Larry Holgren, VWU's longest tenured faculty member and the university's NCAA faculty athletic representative. Dr. Holgren was also inducted into the Athletic Hall of Fame in 2016. Thank you, Dr. Holgren. Dave Macedo, VWU's head men's basketball coach. Marie Nicolo, alumna, class of 1996. Matt Sinnen, class of 1983, an Athletic Hall of Fame inductee. William Willard, class of 1982, an Athletic Hall of Fame inductee. Tina Milligan, class of 1988, Director of Alumni and Parent Engagement, and an inductee herself, and President Scott Miller serve on the Athletic Hall of Fame committee as ex officio members. Now we are pleased to welcome Jason Seward, Associate Vice President for Campus Life and Operational Management and alumnus from the class of 2005 as Master of Ceremonies to begin the awards presentation.
Thank you. Watch out for this table down front here this evening, all right? It is a pleasure, thank you, Andrea. It is a pleasure to be here with you this evening, and I am honored to return as your Master of Ceremonies for the Virginia Wesleyan University's Athletic Hall of Fame induction ceremony. The Athletic Hall of Fame was established to recognize those who, by outstanding achievements in athletics, by service to athletics or through significant contribution to athletics have made lasting contributions to Virginia Wesleyan's intercollegiate athletic program. Let's take a moment to recognize other previously inducted members of the Athletic Hall of Fame who have also joined us here this evening. Rebecca Leadham Bradford, inducted in 2017. Tori Higginbotham Abbey, inducted in 2020. Yeah. Larry Hawkren, inducted in 2016. Dave Macedo, inducted 2013. Tina Milligan, inducted in 2009. The Joanne Wren Barnes, inducted in 2021. And members of the 2017 National Championship softball team who were inducted in 2022. Amanda Archer, Teresa Cardamone, the Brandon Elliott, Elizabeth Ford, Madison Globke, Cassidy Howren, Amy Large, Jessica Lindsay, Alana Peters, Jim Quinn, Kirsten Richardson, Alexis Smith. Congratulations once again to all. Today we're here to recognize and celebrate 4 former Marlin athletic greats, a national championship team, and benefactor Bill Shellhorse, class of 1970, who's being honored for his decades of significant support to the university's intercollegiate athletics program, setting the stage for the success of many of our student athletes. I would like to invite President Miller to share a few words in honor and recognition of Mr. Shellhorse.
The benefactor category of the Virginia Wesleyan University's Athletic Hall of Fame recognizes inductees for their outstanding philanthropic contributions, resources of time, and ardent support of the university's intercollegiate athletics program. Today is a momentous occasion as we gather to honor an extraordinary individual, Bill Shellhorse. Bill's contributions to Virginia Wesleyan have left an indelible mark on our campus, particularly in the realm of intercollegiate athletics, and we're thrilled to celebrate his well-deserved recognition. As the former chair of Buildings and Grounds at Virginia Wesleyan so aptly stated, there isn't an inch of our campus that Bill Shellhorse hasn't touched. In his role as the co-founder and president of Chesapeake Bay Contractors, Bill and his company have played a vital role in the site preparation for the majority of our campus's buildings and athletic complexes over the past 3 decades. Bill's connection to Virginia Wesleyan runs deep. He's not only a native of Tappahannock, Virginia, but also a proud member of our inaugural graduating class, the class of 1970, and we have 2 of his very special friends from that class here with us today. His commitment to our university has been unwavering, having faithfully served as a valued member of the VWU Board of Trustees for many years. Today, he enjoys the esteemed role of Trustee Emeritus, and he was honored with the Distinguished Alumnus Award in 2021. Bill's generosity to his alma mater has been instrumental in bringing numerous campus projects to fruition. Notably, he played a major role in the development and enhancement of the Virginia Wesleyan 400-meter track and field complex, the Betty S. Rogers Track and Field Center, a facility that stands as a lasting tribute to his sister. Bill's humility and selflessness are evident in his request to name the Track and Field Center in honor of his sister rather than himself. The road leading to the Betty S. Rogers Track and Field Center bears the name Shellhorse Lane, an enduring symbol of his family's incredible support and advocacy for a Virginia Wesleyan liberal arts education. In recognition of his continued and remarkable support, the beautiful area in front of DeFord Manor is named the Shellhorse Lawn and Ponds. His commitment to our university's growth and success knows no bounds. Today we celebrate Bill Shellhorse not only as a benefactor, but as a true friend to the university. His contributions have played a major role in growing, reshaping, and further enhancing our intercollegiate athletics program and our campus community as a whole. Unfortunately, Bill has a rather serious series of health issues and has been unable to attend to be with us this evening. Please join me in a heartfelt recognition and gratitude to Bill Shellhorse for his exceptional service to his alma mater and his well-deserved induction into the Athletic Hall of Fame as a benefactor. Bill's dedication and generosity are truly exemplary, and his impact on our university is immeasurable. We thank him for all that he has done to make Virginia Wesleyan a better place. I do also want to recognize Lee Holt and Jim Zuliger from the class of '70 who came tonight to recognize Bill. Lee and Jim, we thank you. We'll share the award with Bill at an appropriate time. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Miller. Well, let's move on with this show. How about that? And now, to honor our athletic inductees to the newest class of the Virginia Wesleyan University Athletic Hall of Fame. Our first inductee tonight is Marissa Coombs. Marissa, will you and your presenter please join me at the front of the room? Marissa is an alumna from the class of 2018. She was a trailblazer, becoming the first athlete in program history to be named an All-American. She earned 4 All-American accolades in total, the first at the 2016 Indoor Track and Field National Meet in the mile, was runner-up during the 2017 Indoor Track and Field National Meet in the mile, runner-up at the 2017 Outdoor Track and Field National Meet in the 1500 meter, was third in the mile at the 2018 Indoor Track and Field National Meet. She is an 8-time national qualifier, 3 times in the mile, 3 times in the 1500 meter, and 2 in cross country. Marissa is a 7-time ODAC champion in 2017 cross country, 2017 indoor track and field in the 800 meter and mile, 2018 indoor track and field in the 800 meter and mile, and 2018 outdoor track and field in the 1500 meter and 4x400 meter relay. She holds 11 Virginia Wesleyan records in the indoor and outdoor 800 meter, indoor and outdoor 3,000 meter, distance medley relay, mile, 1500 meter, 4x400 meter relay, 4x800 meter relay, sprint medley relay, and cross country 6,000 meter. She tallied 18 all-region selections and 18 all-conference honors and was named ODAC Cross Country Athlete of the Year and ODAC Indoor Track and Field Athlete of the Year. Can I get some water, please? She holds the ODAC record for the best time in the mile in 1500 meter and has the fastest time at the Indoor ODAC Track and Field Championship meet in the mile. She earned the Donald M. Forsyth Award in 2017 and the Norfolk Sports Club Award in 2018. Whew. Her presenter is her mother, Tracy, and she would like to share a few words about Marissa.
Good evening. Congratulations to all the inductees here tonight. When talking about Marissa, people often ask us, where did she get that talent? Does she take after you or her dad? While I would love to take credit and say our amazing genes, all the credit goes to Marissa and her incredible focus, determination, and grit. When she was about 4 years old, I gave her a pad and pen to keep her occupied during church. She had just learned to play tic-tac-toe and excitedly announced, "I won." So of course I laughed. "Of course you won. You played yourself." And she said, "Yes, but I was focused on the X's. The X's won." She learned at a very young age that focus is what leads to success. Around that same time, her older brother started playing sports. To occupy her during long Little League games and soccer games, her dad invented "I'll time ya." She would run to the fence, she would run to the tree, and he'd call out numbers. 18 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna do it in 17. And she'd keep going for the entirety of a Little League game, always trying to better herself and beat her own time. When she arrived at Virginia Wesleyan, she had the opportunity to run track and field and also play soccer. Her first season, the soccer season ended a week before cross-country regionals, so Coach Krista invited her to join the team in Atlanta. She had never competed in a cross-country race. She did not do cross-country in high school. During that race, at about a mile in, she got a bloody nose and continued to run, blood streaming down her face, straight through the finish line, right to the medical tent, coming in second only to Liz Wade as the second Marlin to finish the race. It was then that she knew she would probably have a future in cross country. And the grit that she showed in that race was what her teammates came to expect and trust in. And that trust, that determination, that focus, and that grit is what made her a great teammate. Her 12 school records, 5 of them are part of relays. The relay teams were composed of girls that knew she was going to give their all, and they did too. The final key to her success, I believe, was the Wesleyan community. While we were away at national meets, Coach Krista would receive a text from the softball coach with the team all sitting there getting ready to watch her live stream before their playoff game. She would receive comments on social media from professors and teammates and their families and advice from alumni. And that support from the entire Wesleyan community was added motivation, knowing that so many people were supporting her. And if you'll bear with me for a minute, I have a few comments from Coach Krista. This is what she sent. "Not long ago, Marissa's collegiate athletic career, I knew that she would be the first female cross-country track and field athlete to be inducted into the Wesleyan Hall of Fame. I had an incredible journey with this very special athlete and am grateful for all the memorable moments with her. I am very proud of Marissa and what she has accomplished. She's had a lot of firsts in the program, and I can't think of a more deserving person. Beyond her accolades that she accumulated, she was a coach's dream in terms of being selfless, inspirational, having a team-first mentality, a strong work ethic, and high commitment level and loyalty. I have always known that success would extend far beyond athletics, and she would also be a winner in life," which of course was their team motto during Marissa's time here. Congratulations, Marissa. I'm so proud of you for all that you accomplished as an athlete. Love, Coach Krista. And I am honored as her mother to get to be up here to brag a little on her and celebrate this Hall of Fame induction.
Marissa, the podium is yours.
Hi, everyone. I can't even begin to express how honored and grateful I am to be standing here tonight as a part of the Virginia Wesleyan University Hall of Fame. This is truly a dream come true for me. First and foremost, I want to thank my amazing family for their unwavering support and love. You have all traveled so far to watch me race for sometimes less than 5 minutes, and I can't even express how much that meant to me to hear your voices when I got on the start line. Mom and Dad, you both instilled in me the confidence from a young age that I could achieve anything I set my mind to. You've been my biggest cheerleaders from day one, and I wouldn't be here without you. I love you all. To my incredible husband, Zach, who I met here at Virginia Wesleyan, thank you for always believing in me and pushing me to be my best. Thank you for biking countless miles with me and holding my backpack to meet me at the finish lines to this day. You were there to celebrate the victories with me and there for me during the races where the results weren't what I wanted. And you continued to encourage me and support me through those tough times, and they meant the world to me. A huge shout out goes to my phenomenal coaches, Krista and Matt Littleton, who couldn't be here tonight. They became like my parents away from home. Their guidance, expertise, and belief in my abilities were instrumental in my success. Thank you for pushing me to my limits when I didn't believe I was capable myself. Our team motto was "We build winners in life," and I truly believe that they taught us how to become great people on and off the track, and I'm forever grateful for their mentorship. And just as important, I want to acknowledge my amazing teammates. Together, we've pushed each other to new levels of excellence. We ran countless miles together, and they became some of my best friends. Your dedication and support have been invaluable, and I couldn't have asked for better training partners. Thank you for being a part of the camaraderie. The memories we've had are something I'll cherish forever. To Virginia Wesleyan University, thank you for providing me with this platform and for the opportunities to pursue my passion for running. I truly had the best 4 years running and representing Virginia Wesleyan. Lastly, thank you to everyone who has been a part of my journey, whether it's through words of encouragement, attending races, or simply believing in me. Thank you. Congratulations to all of the other inductees tonight. I'm happy to celebrate with you all. Let's continue to inspire and support each other as we chase our dreams. And go Marlins.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me one more time in congratulating Marissa Coombs, Virginia Wesleyan University Athletic Hall of Fame 2023 inductee. Our second inductee tonight is Evan Cox. Evan, will you and your presenter please join Dr. Miller here at the front? In 2016, Evan was the first in men's golf program history to be named an NCAA national champion. On his way to the top in 2016, he earned Ping First Team All-American, Ping All-Southeast Region, All-State Player of the Year, All-State First Team, ODAC Champion, All-ODAC First Team, and ODAC Player of the Year. In 2015, he was named All-State Rookie of the Year, All-State Second Team, ODAC Rookie of the Year, and All-ODAC Second Team. During his 2 years of conference play, he was named ODAC Player of the Week 4 times, and he continued his career and graduated from the University of Kentucky in 2018. His presenter is his father, Brent, who I would like to invite to share a few words about Evan.
Good evening. Marissa, you're certainly a tough act to follow. My name is Brent Cox, and my wife Vonda and I, as well as Evan and his girlfriend Lakin, are thrilled to be here. We're from Ashland, Kentucky, about 500 miles away, mostly along Interstate 64, a small town, eastern Kentucky. But the dream of all parents, all good parents, is to have a child that is successful. Evan is our only child, and from a very early age it became evident to me that he would play sports. No toys were necessary to entertain him, none at all. All he needed was an object for him to throw, swing at, hit, or kick. And a round or mostly spherical object of any size would do. And since I love sports and I am the typical, "Sure, I'll help you coach, Dad," I was fortunate to assist Evan along his path of athletic interests. Though his mama was his first baseball and soccer coach. She made me say that. As he settled on two sports to play in high school, which was golf and baseball, it became evident that golf would be the one he would pursue if he was to be fortunate enough to play at the college level. And the path to Norfolk, Virginia, and Virginia Wesleyan College at the time was one of many adventures that we pursued from the time he was a senior in high school until his beginnings at his freshman year here. We were excited that Coach Brian Hearn, who was head coach of the golf team at that time, and Evan clicked as buddies, friends, and Evan even listened to him a little bit. And Evan was sure this was the place for him. We were indeed impressed with Virginia Wesleyan, the community, the closeness and the camaraderie of the students with each other. And we are here tonight because my son, during his sophomore season at this college, was chosen to participate by winning the ODAC Conference Golf Championship, to participate in the Division III championships at Midvale in Buffalo, New York, Midvale Country Club. And after 6 grueling rounds of golf, practice and competition, he was fortunate enough to win the Division III National Championship on the first hole of an exciting playoff between he and 2 other extremely talented golfers. For those of you that golf, it was a 218-yard 6-iron to a par 5 in 2, and I was so excited I couldn't sit in the golf cart. 2 putts later, he was the national champion. First team All-American, Arnold Palmer Award winner. I couldn't wrap my head around it. This evening, another milestone in his still young life is being realized. And I am happy, thrilled, honored to introduce to you my son, one of your university's Hall of Fame inductees this year, and we are so proud, Evan Cox.
That was very nice. I think my dad might talk a lot longer than I will tonight. We'll keep it short and sweet, but it's really hard to follow up Marissa. It's crazy. And all the others, of course, Cassidy with some incredible accomplishments, Kayla, of course, Marissa, 2018 softball team, Coach Elliott. I mean, that's what we do here, right? That's what we do. We compete and we win national championships. First, I want to thank the committee just for the honor of being inducted. It's something that I didn't expect. Funny story, I got a phone call from a number with a Maryland area code, and I didn't even answer it because I didn't know what it was. And I got a voicemail from Andrea, and I was like, oh, I better call her back. This might be something big, and it was. And I want to thank my parents for being here, my girlfriend, Lakin, Coach Hearn, he's here, Hall and his wife, Bree, Hannah Turner's here, Coach Hall, the new men's and women's golf coach. Want to thank them just for being here. But my time here was short. I didn't graduate from here, but I still feel like this place holds a very special part in my heart about who I am. Adjusting to being 500 miles away from home, I was an only child, as my dad said. I think my mom cried for 2 weeks whenever I decided to come here. And the only person I knew when I got here was Hall. And the only reason I knew him is because his cousin went to high school with me. I didn't know anyone when I got here. So when I arrived, I was able to make a ton of new friends, and it was just like a close-knit community. It felt like home. It felt like something that I was supposed to, somewhere that I was supposed to be at, and somewhere that I belonged. And it taught me a lot about myself. It taught me how to grow up. It taught me how to be a little more mature than I was as a freshman coming in, and that's something that I needed. It taught me how strong I can be and everything that I can accomplish with the right people behind me. And I know that the people here are the right people. The committee, the coaches, the students, the faculty, everyone here, it's the right people And the students and the athletes that are here right now should know that they can go out here and accomplish anything. There was nothing special about me or anyone else that's been included in this Hall of Fame other than we had great people behind us to help us the whole way. And it's what I'm thankful for, is everyone that I was able to meet here, and for everything to come. I wish nothing but the best for everyone else here, and congratulations to everyone. And that's where I'm going to end it, right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me one more time in congratulating Evan Cox, Virginia Wesleyan University Athletic Hall of Fame 2023 inductee. Our next inductee is Kayla Guy Herman. Kayla, will you and your presenter please join Dr. Miller at the front? The first All-American in program history, Kayla made an impact in her time for the Marlins, setting multiple records as an outside hitter. She was a 2013 American Volleyball Coaches Association Honorable Mention All-American and First Team All-South Region honoree, a pair of firsts for the Virginia Wesleyan program. She was also a three-time First Team All-ODAC selection, another program first, and garnered all-state recognition 3 different times. Kayla finished her career at Virginia Wesleyan's as Virginia Wesleyan's all-time leader in kills with 1,245 and total attacks with 3,533. She set the single match record for kills with 27 against North Carolina Wesleyan College, en route to setting the Marlins' single season record of 416. Her presenter is her coach, Andrea Hoover-Erbig. Coach Hoover-Erbig, would you like to say a few words about Kayla?
Good evening. Congratulations to all the inductees. The thing about being somewhere for 18 years is you know a lot of people. So it's fun to see everyone come back and get celebrated like this. I was at the airport with Joanne Wren when we picked up Evan Cox after he won the national championship. So it's fun to see everybody back here. We really enjoy this evening. To put into words how special Kayla is and what she has meant to this volleyball program and to me is a tough task. Told her I needed to hold it together, and she did too. When coaches recruit, they look not only for people with special talent in their sport, but also for good character, toughness, and selflessness. Sometimes it's hard to know exactly who you are getting until they show up. With Kayla, Marlin Volleyball hit the jackpot. I remember pretty vividly her recruiting process. I spent a whole lot of time watching Kayla play volleyball and other things. I remember traveling to a small high school gym in the western part of the state. I was the only college volleyball coach in that gym that day. Kayla played for a smaller club, but she was loyal to her club and to her coaches. I also attended a track meet at SANU. I don't often like to go there, but did it anyway. I was trying to make sure she knew how much we wanted her at Virginia Wesleyan. Looking back on this, all of it was worth the effort. For me, one of the best parts of Kayla choosing Virginia Wesleyan, and I know she'll smile at this too, was that Bill Rogers from Randolph-Macon said, no chance I was getting her to leave Fishersville and come to Virginia Wesleyan University. So, always a good day when we prove Randolph-Macon wrong. Determined, tough, a fierce competitor, and a servant leader would be words that I choose to describe Kayla. From refusing to let a tip fall in the middle of the court, to persevering through a hip surgery and wearing a walking boot right up until we started warm-ups, Kayla exuded those qualities. She set the bar as a player, and she was an example for her teammates in how to be a great teammate and a servant leader. She made the people around her better, including me. She left our program as the most decorated player in program history at that time. Thankfully for me, her time as a Marlin didn't end when she graduated. I got 6 more years with Kayla, working beside me as my assistant coach, and we worked together to build the program. She ended up helping to recruit the outside hitter, who would eventually slide her to number 2 on the all-time kills list. Although probably a bittersweet day for the competitor, Kayla was proud of Tiff when she broke her record, and she gave her a hug and said congratulations. Kayla was by my side when I got married, through my pregnancy, and agreed to coach 1 more year while I navigated being a college coach with twins. I cannot begin to explain my love and gratitude for this young woman. Kayla poured her heart and soul into this program for a decade and has left a lasting impression on teammates, players, other coaches, and me. I am so thankful she chose to be a Marlin. Congratulations on this amazing achievement. Well deserved. I love you.
Thanks, Coach. Way to keep it together. Now I have to do the same thing. But gee, gosh, what an honor it is to be here today, especially amongst so many amazing athletes also being inducted. And as Coach said, I got the privilege of getting to stay on even after I graduated, so I got to watch all of these amazing athletes also succeed in their time, and that's really cool. But I want to first of all just acknowledge the fact that I think God gave me the abilities that He gave me because He wanted me to glorify Him and honor His name and minister to the people around me, including my teammates and this campus community, both when I was a player and as a coach. I want to thank my parents, who from the time I was 8 dove right into this game of volleyball and spent countless amount of time, energy, money, days on the road, supporting me and being my absolute biggest cheerleaders. They rarely missed a game, and boy, were they the loudest in the stands. I also want to thank my teammates. I always tried my hardest to be the best player I could be for them, the best leader. But volleyball is such a team sport, and there's no way I would have been as successful as I was without them. And last, I've got to thank Coach Huber. Without you, there's no way I would be here. I remember when she recruited me. I remember that track meet that she showed up to at CNU. It's the one track meet my parents couldn't come to for some reason, and she watched me break an indoor record. She was the only one there watching me, and it meant the world to me. She believed in me as a freshman and gave me a starting role right away. Then she humbled me and took it away when I wasn't performing, which I still think is probably one of the best things that happened to me. She always encouraged me to be the best leader I could be, to get the most out of my teammates. She pushed me academically and expected very highly of me, which I also very much appreciate. Outside of the gym, she was my mother away from home. I always knew I could go to her for advice, for support, or just to get a smile when I needed it. And the lessons she taught me in this program, like Kaizen, continuous improvement, and relentless pursuit, are ones that I apply to my daily life, and I'm so thankful for. And then she took a big risk on me and asked me to be her assistant coach and allowed me to pour into this program for 6 more years in the game that I love. And in that process, we became just the dearest and closest of friends. And above all else, that's what I'm most thankful for. Wesleyan it's just an amazing location. This place feels like home to me in so many ways still. When I would recruit players, I would always comment and pride myself in the community here. I would pride myself in how special it is, and I still feel that way. I will always feel that way. I'm so honored to be a part of this inductee class. This school left an impact on me, and I'm honored to get to say that I've also left my mark here. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me again in congratulating Kayla Guy Herman, Virginia Wesleyan University Athletic Hall of Fame 2023 inductee. This is the Athletic Hall of Fame, so I ask that we keep this a classy event and not mention that school across the water anymore, please. That's twice. They're like Beetlejuice. If you say it again, they show up here. Our next inductee is Cassidy Howren. Cassidy, will you and your presenter please join Dr. Miller here at the front? The Virginia Wesleyan University career home run leader, ODAC career RBI and walks leader, and NCAA Division III all-time walks leader at 136, Cassidy was essential in the 2017 and 2018 NCAA Division III Softball National Championships, being named the NCAA Region Round Most Outstanding Player in 2018 and to the All-Tournament Team in 17 and 18. Cassidy was named the State Player of the Year in 2017. She was named to the All-State First Team in 2017 and 15, First Team All-Atlantic Region in 18 and 17, Second Team All-Atlantic Region in 2015, First Team All-ODAC every year of her collegiate career. And I remember her orientation. ODAC Championship All-Tournament Team in 2016, 2017, and 2018, and the ODAC Championship Most Outstanding Player in 2016. Her national accolades include NFCA First Team All-American in 2016, 17, and 18, FPN Second Team All-American in 2017, NFCA National Player of the Week in February of 2016, NFCA Top 10 Players to Watch list in 2018, and FPN Preseason All-American Honorable Mention in 2018 and 17. In addition to her incredible athletic performances, Cassidy was named to the ODAC All-Academic Team in the 2016-17 and 2017-18 seasons. And she was deemed the VW Female Athlete of the Year in 2018. Her presenter is her sister, Alexis. She would like to say a few words about Cassidy.
I'll start off with a little funny. We were just chatting at the table. Is it too soon to leave? Our speeches are nothing compared to everybody that's gone so far. Like, you guys have blown it out of the water. So kudos to everybody that has been up here so far. It is with immense pride and joy that I stand before you to share a glimpse of Cassidy's remarkable journey and the qualities that have led her to this well-deserved recognition. From a young age, Cass displayed remarkable spirit and determination and resilience that set her apart. She had a vision, and she was unwavering in her pursuit of excellence. Her journey to this Hall of Fame has been a testament to her relentless commitment to her craft, her tireless work ethic, and unwavering passion. For those of you who don't know me, I am her sister, as he said. I am her younger sister, her only sister, the one that had to follow in her footsteps growing up. Everybody compared me to Cassidy, and I hated every bit of it. But now that I think about it, it's an honor to be her sister. She is a legend. So, growing up, Cass was a two-sport athlete playing field hockey and softball all throughout school, including travel ball, Little League, up until her junior year. She shifted her focus to solely focus on softball and Little League and where that would take her. It was always her dream to play at the collegiate level and maybe one day become a pro, but the collegiate level will do. Cass was a goalie in field hockey and was a catcher in softball, and it was no secret that she was a naturally gifted athlete. Although very gifted, she worked hard for everything she did. I'm not sure many of you would believe me when I say this, that I can't even fill up one hand how many camps and clinics Cass went to. To be honest with you, she went to 0. It's insane. She just was that gifted. Her talent spoke volume. Cass was always referred to as Power and Howard back home because she was always hitting bombs and had a cannon of an arm. But even with these talents, it still wasn't enough for some. Funny I say that because you probably are looking at me like I am lying to you, but I promise I'm not. Cass has been told many times that she would never amount to anything at the next level, that she would never make it in the college softball world. Cass started at Virginia Wesleyan in the fall of 2014, and boy, was I scared for her. Nervous for her being 4 hours away from home, nervous she would get lost going to class, nervous for her making friends, nervous for her softball career and what was that about to look like. Although Cass came into college as a catcher, she was eager to play. She did what she had to do and told the coach she would be willing to play wherever if it meant she got to play. Lo and behold, she was out there slaying it away at first base. Cass faced many challenges throughout her career, between the shifting of positions to the mental blocks she had at times, and sometimes the slumps she faced when hitting, even in the tragic event of losing our grandmother in the spring of 2015. Through all of this, her teammates, her coaches, and her fellow students gave her the support that she needed to get through all that, kept her focused on her goals, and helped her get to where she is today. I owe it to Coach Elliott. I owe it to all of her teammates. I owe it to her professors and everybody at this university for giving her nothing but a great experience, and most importantly, a chance to prove herself to the people back home. She was capable of achieving higher success, even with some bumps in the road, and maybe a little of bumping heads with Coach from time to time. Cass has not only achieved excellence in her chosen field, but has also been an inspiration to those around her. Her humility and grace and success and her resilience and the face of challenges has been nothing short of inspiring. She has not only shown us what it's meant to dream big, but also what it takes to turn those dreams into reality. This kid has had the most remarkable journey in D3 softball that I've ever heard of. And to be honest, it is the only one I have heard of because she is the only one relevant to me. No offense to any other softball player out there. I believe that she deserves every bit of clout that comes with being inducted to the Hall of Fame, and I pray that her legacy will last a lifetime at this school and in the D3 softball world. To the coaches, to the team, and to the school, from the bottom of my heart and on our family's behalf, we thank you for all that you have done for Cass. Cass, you have not only made our family immensely proud, but also have left an incredible mark on the world. Your journey to the Hall of Fame is a testament to what can be achieved through hard work, perseverance, and a heart filled with compassion. May your induction into the Hall of Fame serve as a reminder to all of us that with dedication, passion, and genuine desire to make the world a better place, we too can achieve greatness. Congratulations, Cass, on this well-deserved honor. May your star continue to shine brightly, lighting the way for others to follow. And let it be known that you are a 3-time Hall of Fame inductee.
Yeah, okay. So mine's written on yellow piece of paper, so we're gonna start there. Yeah, speaking's not my thing. But so we're gonna start off with, if you have ever sent an unprofessional or a very short email, raise your hand, like in your career. Same. That's where my story starts. I was a senior in high school with no clue where I wanted to go to college or if I even wanted to go to college. An argument with my mom one night that led me to send what some people would classify as the worst email in history. And in all honesty, it probably was, and still is. An email that consisted of one sentence and 2 rival head coaches. Yeah, crazy, I know, right? I don't know what I was thinking that night, and we still laugh about it to this day. We laughed about it earlier in the alumni game. Coach Elliott definitely still has it, so that's okay. But I'm telling you this because luckily one of those coaches took a chance on me. I'm here in front of y'all tonight to give this acceptance speech or thing, whatever we want to call it, because Coach Elliott took a chance on a kid that was uncoachable and wouldn't last a season in a program. Clearly, we proved them wrong. So I want to start by thanking my incredible family, who has always been there every step of the way, from the weekend 6-hour-long road trips just to watch 14 innings of softball. Half the time we didn't even play 14 because we beat them in 5. To cheering me on even the days I thought I was the worst player in the world, and there was lots of those. I want to thank my teammates who have become like a second family to me, pushing me to not only be the best teammate I can be, but also helping me become a better person. I will forever cherish all the unforgettable memories we've created together. And to my coaches, thank you for taking a chance on me. Thank you for your guidance, both on the field and off the field. I am definitely a better person today because of y'all. This achievement would not be possible without the amazing support system I was blessed with. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Yep, that's it.
While she goes back, let me do it. So there's a good story that never did really hit home here during the presentations. You know, her first year here, we played at a field that looked like a middle school field. And fortunately, because of some success, Bob Aston at Town Bank said, we have to do something about this. And so Coach Elliott and I were laying out what we wanted to do on this new Town Bank Park. And he said, there's one thing you have to do. You have this first baseman who, when she hits home runs, hits cars at the Methodist Church and at Chesapeake Bay Academy. We got to do something about all those broken windshields. So the screen that goes from the left field pole all the way around to right center. If you don't know, Cass hits her home runs to right center field also. We had to go all the way around to protect it. So thanks to Town Bank again for the Cassidy Howard screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me one more time in congratulating Cassidy Howard, Virginia Wesleyan University Athletic Hall of Fame 2023 inductee. And finally, not just one person, but our final inductee this evening is an entire team. Would the 2018 NCAA Division III National Championship softball team please join Dr. Miller here at the front? As they make their way up, let me share some of the accolades. The 2018 Virginia Wesleyan University softball team had a historic season, one for the record books. They won back-to-back NCAA national championships and reset the NCAA Division III mark for wins in a single season with a 55-3 overall record, a record that they broke the previous season. This team set the record for most consecutive wins with 41 from 2017 to 2018. The 2018 team collected 8 All-ODAC honors, 4 All-State laurels, 3 All-Region selections, and 2 NFCA First-Team All-Americans in Hannah Hall and Cassidy Howard. Hannah also received the Shoot Sports NFCA Player of the Year, FPN Sports All-American, and was the most outstanding player in the NCAA Championship All-Tournament team. The Marlins coaching staff of Brandon Elliott, Bobby Wills, Jim Quinn, Chris Smith, and Jenna Wilson were named NFCA National Coaching Staff of the Year, All-Region, VA, SID All-State, and All-Conference for their efforts. Before we officially induct this group, President Miller would like to share a few words about this very special team.
To win a national championship is an incredible feat. To win back-to-back national championships is downright amazing. What a special, special team we have here. The stories from this team transcend accolades or trophies. Where the 2017 team could almost act as underdogs, the 2018 team had nowhere to hide. They had a target on their backs, but they played with composure and won it all once again. This team came together for more than victories. They helped their fellow teammate mourn and cope with the tremendous loss of her mother. As such, they were more than a team. They were a family. And we're so incredibly proud of how they represented Virginia Wesleyan on and off the field, and how they continue to represent Virginia Wesleyan as distinguished alumni. So to each player here, I congratulate you on the role you played on the championship team. I know it took hard work and sacrifice to juggle the needs of the team with the demands of your Virginia Wesleyan liberal arts education. To each member of the coaching staff joining us tonight, I thank you for the energy and care you devoted to these exceptional women. I know you sacrificed time with family and loved ones to travel with the team and bring out the best in our players. What you all accomplished together as Marlins is nothing short of remarkable, and I thank you for giving me and the entire Virginia Wesleyan University community another exciting and memorable season. Congratulations.
We got some photo ops here. Jump in there.
They're going to do the team first. Ready?
Okay.
You're going to call?
We have a lot of plaques. Okay. Please, the podium is yours.
Oh, thank you. Oh. I remember somebody once told me that if you're nervous about something, it just means that it's important to you. So if I stumble over my words, just know that this is important to me. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and fellow inductees, I got that part from ChatGPT, just so you know. I stand before you today with humility and the utmost gratitude as I represent the Virginia Wesleyan University 2018 National Championship softball team, and might I add, the first team to win a national championship as a university. I had one of those moments in the shower the other day, and before I lose you guys, let us all remember that our best thoughts come to us in the shower. And if for some reason that has not happened to you, I challenge you to go home tonight and have a fight with your significant other or your mom or your dad, and get in the shower and think about all of the things that you wish you would have said. Kind of like at our 2018 graduation ceremony when Dr. Jackson introduced the West Virginia University class of 2018. I know she probably went home that night wishing she had said something different. Nonetheless, I knew that today I did not want to have that post-shower moment. I did not want to leave a word left unsaid, so my sincerest apologies if this is long-winded, seemingly never-ending, downright boring, or unamusing. Coach Elliott first approached me a couple weeks ago with the challenge of giving this speech, and yes, I say challenge because I have not dared to write much of anything since graduating college in 2018. So I took the weekend to think of all the things I would say. I thought to myself, maybe I would do a rendition of last year's speech and recall all of the good times we had as teammates. I was confident that everyone would love to hear that Coach Elliott knows all the words to Hypnotized by Notorious B.I.G. and even has his own version of it that, if I recall correctly, goes something like, "Coachy, coachy, coachy, can't you see? Sometimes your signs just hypnotize me." And so on. If you want to hear the rest, you should get with him. I thought for sure that people would remember every game where we bought out our best versions of Pitch Perfect's Riff Off, most likely featuring the song The Middle, more times than probably acceptable. I even looked up our old game history only to be reminded of the dreadful loss in playoffs against 8-seed Guilford. My fellow teammates even chimed in with their own memories of being lost, or dare I say stolen, on a beaten path with Coach Wren and Dr. Miller in Arizona. Our new coach from NASA, Coach Wills, who somehow always found himself giving suckers to the opposing teams. And none of us could possibly forget pulling a tarp at 1 a.m. while it was in fact still raining. But most importantly, we all remembered the start and true embodiment of Out Love and how it shaped us into the people we are today. Not to mention, for some things you just had to be there, so I'll just leave you with those small snippets. But despite my rant, I decided to not go with the recap of the season. So I moved on and thought I would research other Hall of Fame speeches, and although Brett Favre's NFL Class of 2016 speech felt compelling, I figured the audience might question how referencing 3rd and 15 against the Giants had anything to do with softball. Finally, I fell upon a quote by Joe Montana. I know, another football quarterback, they must be good with words. Let me preface it with this. Joe Montana gave his Hall of Fame speech in 2000 and originally had a different speech in mind. He said, I saw the Hall of Fame as an ending point, but I've now seen the light that this is not an ending point. This is a beginning point. This is the beginning of the rest of my life. When I look at each of these women today, I'm filled with those same thoughts. As an athlete, some of the hardest moments in our lives begin after we have hung up our cleats, after the last pitch is thrown, after the last jog out on the field. We have to figure out who we are again after our entire lives have been dominated by a single sport. It took me many years to realize that it's not just the records and accolades that define us. It's our unwavering commitment, our mindset that no challenge is too big and no task too small. It's our hard work ethic, our ability to persevere, and out love that defines us. We're a generation that represents the past at Virginia Wesleyan, but so much of the future for the world. A generation of lawyers, law enforcement, teachers, physician assistants, mothers, and so much more. As we celebrate and embrace our achievement of being inducted into the Hall of Fame, we not only celebrate our remarkable careers as Marlins, but also honor the values we have learned along the way that have influenced us today. I feel so proud to say that while we are great softball players, we are even better women. It fills my heart to know our lives and success stories did not end in Oklahoma City on May 29th. In fact, that was just the beginning. Once again, thank you to everyone here tonight joining us for this incredible honor. I am deeply humbled, and I know each of us will cherish this moment for the rest of our lives. And to our fellow inductees, I challenge you with the words of Kat Osterman, and if you don't know who she is, just ask one of them. Arguably the greatest softball player in history, and that is, if you look back at yesterday and think it was a big deal, then you haven't done anything today. Let today be the beginning. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me one more time in congratulating the 2018 NCAA Division III National Championship softball team, Virginia Wesleyan University Athletic Hall of Fame 2023 inductees. Let's keep the applause going one more time for a final round for the entire class this year of the Virginia Wesleyan University Athletic Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Jason. Each year, the Athletic Hall of Fame Committee has a difficult task, but this is another outstanding group of honorees. Before you leave tonight, please visit the Athletic Hall of Fame installation, which displays the plaques of all of our inductees and is located in the hallway to your left as you exit, just outside of Town Bank Arena. Finally, the Athletic Hall of Fame Committee invites your assistance in securing nominations for future class inductions. Nominations may be submitted on the university's website. I hope everyone will make plans to join us again next year. Thank you, and remember, it's a great day to be a Marlin.